Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, August 31st, the last day of the month of August. We're climatologically nearing the peak of the Atlantic Basin tropical season, and the tropics are still full of potential. Harvey has now moved well inland. It will continue to weaken as it moves to the north and east. It could produce some rainfall for the Mid-Atlantic region on Friday night and Saturday. There could be another developing tropical system in the western Gulf of Mexico over the next 3, 4, 5 days or so. Even an outside chance that pushes more rain into Texas and Louisiana, the last thing that they need. Excuse me. But the real concern here going forward is Irma. Irma is a strong tropical storm already in the eastern Atlantic, very likely to become a hurricane over the next couple of days, and quite likely to become a major hurricane in about 5 days or so as it slowly churns to the west in the Atlantic Ocean. It certainly poses a threat for the Caribbean, the Bahamas, the southeast U.S. in about 10 days or so. Still too early to say exactly where Irma will go, but it poses a major threat for not only the east coast of the U.S. but down all the way to the Caribbean Sea area, and we'll have to monitor this very closely over the next several days. Again, we're talking about 10 days or more out, but Irma looks like a big threat. Here are the current locations for these systems. First of all, Harvey is now weakened to a tropical depression. It'll continue to move to the north and east into Tennessee and Kentucky, and again spread some rainfall into the Mid-Atlantic region Friday night, Saturday time period. At the same time that moisture moves in, it'll combine with a very cool air mass to keep temperatures probably in the 60s both Friday afternoon and Saturday afternoon in the I-95 corridor. Meanwhile, here is tropical storm Irma, 70-mile-per-hour winds already, projected to move to the west for the next few days, and then it may actually take a bend to the southwest as it approaches the Leeward Islands in several days. All indications are this will continue to intensify, first to hurricane status and then likely to major storm status, even the possibility of a major Hurricane 5 from Irma over the next several days. And then it'll either spill over into the Caribbean Sea or start turning over the island chain here in the northern Caribbean or the Bahamas or even the southeast U.S., and ultimately it could ride up the east coast. But again, we're talking 10 days out, still way early to tell. What we do know pretty confidently is that Irma will become a major hurricane. But here's the latest infrared satellite view of the entire Atlantic Basin. First of all, on the western extreme, we have the remains of Harvey right in this region right here. Here is tropical storm Irma again. Already sustained winds of 70 miles per hour, strengthening day by day here. It should become a hurricane within a day or two, and likely a major hurricane within 3, 4, or 5 days just off the west coast of Africa. Another very impressive wave, but we'll worry about that in the future. Irma is the big concern right now. Now notice some shower and thunderstorm activity here in the southwestern Gulf of Mexico, right in that region right there, and that could ultimately turn into another tropical system. We'll have to monitor that over the next couple of days. Well, let's walk through the latest GFS model run. This is from 6Z last night. We'll go way ahead, out 10 to 14 days or so, to kind of focus in on what I'll be looking at over the next several days with respect to Irma. First of all, we're looking at the 500 millibar height anomaly chart, and one thing I've pointed out periodically here is that the one thing you want to watch for in terms of possibility of tropical systems slamming into the U.S. is for high pressure to build across the northeast U.S., southeastern Canada. We don't have that right now. Here are the remains of Harvey, weakening but moving to the north and east. Will produce some rainfall in the Mid-Atlantic region. We'll now jump ahead in 6-hour increments and follow what happens and look for building high pressure to the north. Well, here we go now through this afternoon, and a strong cold frontal system is approaching the I-95 corridor, and we'll have very cool conditions the next couple of days following the passage of that cold front. High temperatures probably confined to the 60s in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City on Friday and Saturday. And by Friday night and Saturday, that chill may be accompanied by rain associated with the remains of Harvey. Let's keep moving forward here. And there's Harvey. Now we're into the weekend time period. And again, it'll impact the Mid-Atlantic region Saturday time frame. Even into early Sunday, there can be some rain. Probably by late Sunday, we'll be seeing some sunshine. And with the return of that sunshine, temperatures should jump up again after that chill for Friday and Saturday, but probably upper 70s Sunday and maybe the 80 to 85 degree range for Labor Day and Tuesday. This is the forecast map for Labor Day itself. Probably a pretty nice day, warm, 80, 83 degrees or so, maybe even a little bit warmer. And then another frontal system approaches from the northwest into the Mid-Atlantic region by the middle part of next week. Now, let's keep moving forward here, and we'll see what happens. Notice this orange starting to show up here across south central Canada. Quite extensive area of above normal heights for this time of the year. That continue, and this is now late next week. We're talking a week out right now. And that continues to extend to the east. And again, that always raises a red flag this time of the year. High pressure building to the southeast, to the northeast of us in southeastern Canada. And here we go. This is GFS, the very latest. Now, this is still way out there, so this is speculation that it is in this position. But this is the thing that I'm watching for here, the building of the heights across northeastern U.S., southeastern Canada. Again, this is about 7, 8, 9 days out from now, the end of next week. This, to me, raises a red flag that Irma has to be watched closely. Let's keep moving forward. And last night's run, the GFS, just very threatening indeed, rides this hurricane right up the eastern seaboard. That is still speculation stage right now. All I want to point out here is with high pressure ridging to the north here at the end of next week into the following weekend, 7, 8, 9, 10 days out, that raises the possibility that Irma could in fact reach the U.S. Well, let's now walk through the surface maps with, again, the 6Z GFS model run. The remains of Harvey right here as of this morning. A strong high pressure, a chilly high pressure for this time of the year in south central Canada. Harvey moves to the north and east. This is now by late this evening. High pressure edging into the Great Lakes region. Meanwhile, Harvey jumps into the Tennessee Valley. We'll start off the day tomorrow on the dry side. Probably even some sunshine north of the Mason-Dixon line. Clouds will be increasing, however, from the southwest to the northeast. A much chillier day. There'll be a frontal passage in the overnight hours. Chilly high pressure. Again, high temperatures way below normal for this time of the year. Friday afternoon, probably confined to the upper 60s in D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. Let's keep moving forward now here. Notice the moisture associated somewhat with the remnants of Harvey. Here's actually the position of Harvey. There's a trough that it's getting absorbed by, but certainly Harvey's contributing to the likelihood for some rainfall Friday night into Saturday. This is Friday night. Let's keep moving forward here. By Saturday morning, a chilly air mass in place in the Mid-Atlantic region and Northeast. Moisture associated with the remains of Harvey spreading into the Mid-Atlantic region. This is late Saturday night. Rainfall up and down the I-95 corridor. Let's now keep moving forward, and we're moving forward in 6-hour increments. All these maps from Tropical Tidbits. Harvey could throw some more rain our way Sunday morning, but then by late Sunday, probably improvement, maybe even some sunshine. Warmer with that sunshine possibility up in the upper 70s. Right now, Monday and Tuesday, Labor Day and Tuesday are looking pretty nice. This is high pressure sitting right on top of the region as of Monday, Labor Day. Notice here some moisture here in the western Gulf of Mexico. Let's keep moving forward. Indeed, there's a tropical-like system here in the western Gulf of Mexico using last night's GFS model run. This is a possibility we'll have to watch for. This is now the middle of next week. And to the north, strong high pressure building across south central Canada, and we'll just keep moving forward. This area, perhaps a tropical storm by this time, could throw some rain into Texas, Louisiana. That's just an outside shot right now. Obviously has to be monitored. But here we go. By the end of next week, now this is Friday of next week, a week from tomorrow, strong high pressure, probably chilly high pressure, building into the Mid-Atlantic region, the Northeast U.S. and Southeastern Canada. And here comes Irma. And again, last night's GFS Moderon, very threatening indeed, with a major hurricane sitting right near the Carolina coast. 10 days out. We're talking like Sunday, September 10th time frame, and then it rides right up the coast. That, of course, is speculation. But what we do know is Irma is already a tropical storm with 70-mile-per-hour winds, very likely to become a hurricane, quite likely to become a major hurricane, so it will be something to monitor closely over the next week to 10 days. That's it for now. For VancoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.